I think we'll be fine, but I don't think the Liberals will be fine this time around.
We're not fine. We Canadians are not doing okay right now. We are not fine.
That's why I think we're gonna be fine. Because it's time to push back.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
I
don't
hope
know
so.
if it's gonna be enough, but before we deep dive into it, I don't really know if it's really gonna be deep because we don't know much.
Yes.
But you got the boys here, you got OCP working the ones and twos, you got Edmund here,
You got Me2X.
and I know everybody except the Liberals are sick of Mr. T.
Everyone's hurting. Everybody hurts.
But now, even their constituents want him out. There's this clip of one of my favorite commentary channels. They guested in one of my favorite podcasts, or my favorite podcast.
Oh, who's your? Oh, okay.
Abba and Preach guested in Andrew Schultz's podcast.
Really?
This was
Fit and
during
Fresh.
COVID. No, not
Wait,
not
Abba and
Fresh
Preach. Like they're fit
Abba
and
Preach.
fresh.
No.
Fit and fresh. Okay, all right. Abba and Preach. All right.
Abba and Preach. Andrew Schultz asked them, because he's American and then they're Canadians. He asked
Fit
them.
and fresh. Fresh
No!
and fit are Canadians.
Abba and Preach.
Oh, Abba and Preach are Canadians.
Abba and Preach is different from Fresh and Fit.
Oh, okay.
It's
But they're Canadians.
yes. Fresh
Okay.
and Fit are American. Andrew Schultz is American. Abba and Preach is
I thought they're
Canadian.
Americans too.
No. So he was asking them, how come Canada is so chill about them being down in the dumps? They're saying that as long as Canadians' basic needs are met, this framework of universal health care,
Yes.
welfare, as long as those needs are met, they wouldn't be under revolt.
Yeah.
They'll be pissed, but life goes on.
Okay. And how long ago was this? Before
This was
COVID?
during COVID.
Okay.
During COVID or when COVID was about to be done.
Yeah.
But now, I guess things are different.
It's really bad right now, I think.
Prices are up.
Yeah, prices are up. Everything's
Yeah.
up. Housing, there's not much housing right now.
Is it gonna be fixed anytime soon?
No, I don't think so. There's so many factors around housing. So, but let's not talk about housing.
What's bad with Canada right now? Can you fill me in with what's bad with Canada now? Because my personal finances, I've been all over the place. Regardless, when Canada was good and when Canada is bad, I cannot tell.
Yeah.
Because times are hard from before. So, fill me in.
You know what? Like when I got here, like this is way back in 2009,
Yeah.
the US dollar and Canadian dollars are the same. They're equal. Like
Okay.
1:1. Can you
No
imagine that? There's even some days that
Yes,
the
sir.
Canadian dollars are more. It's higher.
Is it
Like $1.05, $1.08.
Is it because the Canadian dollar was okay? It wasn't
Our
particularly
economy is
it wasn't
doing good.
particularly strong, but the US was down.
Who's the president that time? Bush?
Bush, would you attribute it to Canada being strong economically or the US being weak economically?
I would say the Canadian economy that time is good. I'm not well versed with Canadian economy that time because I just got here.
Okay.
I'm just riding the waves.
Okay.
I don't know much, but I'm thinking Canadian economy is really good that time.
Okay.
Can you remember how much the Canadian to Philippine pesos are?
I keep remembering.
So
it
maybe
was-
that's gonna be a better
Okay.
comparison, but I think it wasn't bad
I keep
too.
remembering it was like around 45 to 50 pesos for one Canadian.
Which is the
back
same
then.
as
when
right
I
now.
when I would sit in the windows of like those convenience stores where you
Yeah.
can exchange.
Which is the same right now.
But anyways,
yeah.
like I think our economy before is better. Like our dollar, it's strong.
Okay.
Like we have so many investors. I don't want to name a lot of investors, but I think there's a lot more investors. Ever since Trudeau, I would say in the last 5 years, and I know there's COVID, a lot of investors pulled out of Canada,
Mm-hmm.
especially when that new tax bracket by Trudeau about the capital gains. A lot of company stopped their
okay.
plans of investing in Canada, and some companies pulled out.
That is understandable because if you wanna keep getting gains, you don't want to be taxed for it.
Yeah.
But Canada's gist is to, it's a bit of socialism
Yeah.
where you're trying to help everyone.
Everyone.
So I guess from the get-go, it's not as lucrative as to invest in Canada than to invest in the States.
In other places, yes.
I got this from somewhere where it's a cycle where the conservatives will be cutting back on a lot of things
Yeah.
to preserve the budget that was overspent
By other parties.
by the former prevailing party, which are trying to make up for the cutbacks from the previous conservative government. I heard
Yeah,
it's a cycle.
Yeah, I've heard about that too.
So, is it now time for the cutbacks to come in?
Maybe axe the tax. I don't know. Axe the tax.
I hate that slogan. Like, I agree, but I hate that slogan. Like, axe the tax. I don't know. I don't like him when he says it. And then he really tries. It's like buzzwords. He always tries to get it in. But I agree. Like, need to cut back on taxes.
Yeah.
But you need to axe the tax slogan. And yeah, times are hard.
Yeah.
Can really feel it.
Wow.
You know what
So-
survived the economy? The price of pizza. Have you noticed it didn't?
That's
it
what
didn't
you call
ever.
shrinkflation.
Yeah,
though.
shrinkflation.
They might not change the price.
I think
but
which company are you talking about? I think pizza places are more expensive now.
there's gonna be
I
less
don't-
cheese.
I
The
don't.
dough's gonna be smaller.
I don't think so. It still.
We are talking about Pizza Hotline.
Pizza. Well, I guess
Cardboard
pizza
pizza?
in its entirety. It felt like it didn't really change that.
The
much.
only thing I'm sure that didn't change the price are Costco hot dogs. It's still the same.
Their CEO is pushing back on pricing.
Yeah, they
up.
don't want. Yeah, he doesn't want to change the. Well, it's a good tactic.
Hey.
Yeah. But pizza, I think well, I'm pretty sure shrinkflation happening, but I think the price changed too. It's more expensive
Probably
now.
I don't eat much pizza anymore as well. So when I see pizza in parties, it's
Great
like
insight.
that's it. That's how it felt like. That's how I lived off from when we were in high school. Dollar pizzas.
Oh, those dollar pizzas in the West End. Okay, I see what you
Ah.
mean. I thought you're talking about Pizza Hut or Pizza, Za, like those companies.
Conglomerates.
But those dollar pizza, well, they're not dollars anymore.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Like, look at Dollarama. There's no more $1
Yep.
item there
Yep, the dollars.
for the longest
They're
time.
called Dollarama Plus now.
Are they really?
Yeah, if you take a look at their logo, I don't know if it's. I don't think you can see it on their outside logo, but if you go inside the small little logos in the aisles, it says Dollarama Plus.
Okay.
Mm,
So, times are hard.
yeah.
Everybody can feel it. But how can we get Trudeau out? Besides election time.
Well, right now, just in Ontario alone.
Okay,
there's
so let's start with
50.
the Liberals first.
Okay.
How will they get Trudeau out?
They need to. Well, first of all, I guess the easiest way to do is to pressure him
To
for
step
him
down?
to step down voluntarily. But by the looks of it, he's a stubborn guy.
Do they have a caucus to get him out?
I
Will
think
they
there's
be
a
able
vote.
to vote within
Yeah, there's a
the
vote.
party?
I think there's what you call a vote of no confidence.
Yeah, but
Yeah. I don't know how it works though.
usually vote of no confidence, that's pretty much like booting somebody out. So I guess that's the way. Now, if the bigger guys of the party are still behind Mr. Trudeau, are they gonna be bending towards what their constituents want? Or are they going to push their own agenda? Which is contrary to representing your party.
Yeah.
So is the vote of no confidence the key to it?
I think right now that's the only way they can kick him out. They need to vote for it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think I have a feeling one of the reason why he's gonna step down is because of Trump, with the pressure he's putting into Canada with the tariff. Well, that's one of the reason why the MPs, they want him out because
He won't be able to.
he won't be able to
Trump.
stand up against him.
Yeah, but
And
then,
in January, right?
but then again, it's still gonna take vote of no confidence.
Yeah.
It's still gonna take the people, right? Regardless of how it's gonna be done, I think the people need to stick together, to band together, and then get their supposed leader
Yeah, their opinion.
Because the whole populace, they can wait for the election,
Which is, when's
And
the next
then
election? October
vote
2025?
vote for whichever party. Just they're not only getting Trudeau out, they're getting
The whole,
the whole
party.
policies of the whole Liberal Party out. But the Liberals' problem is they want to get Trudeau out because there's too much smear on Trudeau's name already.
Yeah.
And I guess they don't feel confident enough to hold the leadership of the country if Trudeau is still the
Staying,
one
yes.
sitting.
Because right now, do you know who are they trying to push to become the prime minister?
I don't know.
Krista Friedland.
And
That's the ex-minister of finance,
okay.
which Trudeau booted out few days ago, last week. Like, they're BFFs.
And
they're
what-
BFFs.
Well, and what's the pulse of the people
Well, a lot of people don't like the two.
about their party?
About their party?
Because it's easy
Yeah.
to gauge everybody else because they think liberal policies have been what's getting Canada down the drain.
Yeah.
So I want to get the pulse of their own party. Because if everybody is in consensus that Canada is down the drain, that's when leadership will change. Because everybody will be voting against
Yeah.
either the liberal policies or the liberal leader.
Well, that's the question too, is if they change leaders, is that gonna change a lot of
Will
things?
it change their policies?
Right? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say because even though if you change the leader, would you still be agreeing with your policies or do they have like a say in it too? That's what
Yeah.
I want to know. That's what I want.
That we don't know. But I think what the people want, what the Canadian wants, is a new leader. If they can't get the Liberal out, at least.
balance.
Yeah.
There's balance in all things. Because even conservatives, they disagree on the cuts that conservatives want to make. Like, I know of a conservative. He's been voting conservative. But you felt this where there was a cut in healthcare.
Healthcare, yes.
You were affected by this.
Yeah.
He doesn't agree with it. He agrees with the tax cuts. But they were made in the wrong places by the last conservative conservative leadership. So that's where you see the constituents are in a bit of disagreement with the leadership.
Yeah.
And that's I think that's what's happening now with the Liberal Party, which Ontario and
Yeah.
BC pretty much decides the whole
Yeah.
election for the country anyways, but they don't agree with the leader anymore, or at least the figurehead of the party.
And like here too, we have provincial government. So it's confusing here in Canada. I don't know. I've been here for a while, and there's still a lot of things that you have to figure out. Unlike in the Philippines, right? Unlike in
Constitution.
right? So
Constitution. But all I know right now is times are hard.
yeah.
Times are hard. And is it time for a change?
Me
I guess
personally, yes,
time
I
for
would like that.
cool change.
I thought you were gonna say a coup d'etat.
I
Time
know
for a
that
coup
it's
d'etat.
time for a cool change. I don't know. I'm a wuss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep working.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So whatever, if you guys have your own opinion, comment down below. Let's hear them out.
Correct us on stuff that we might be lacking knowledge
Yeah.
in. Please.
We just want to talk about it. We just
Educate.
wanna like voice out
Our frustrations.
our frustrations.
Yeah.
And it shows in the news that a lot of liberal, like their
Even
own
liberals,
team,
Yeah, their own team.
their own teams trying to get rid of their leader.
Yep.
Just to correct you though, or maybe I misheard you. You earlier you said Krista Finland.
Freeland. I said
Oh, yeah,
Freeland.
so
Free
I
reign.
searched her and it was Christia Freeland.
No, that's how they say it, Krista.
No, you said Finland earlier.
No, okay, whatever I say it, we'll change it in the sub. I'm pretty sure I said Freeland. But
might be,
anyways,
yeah, so-
Whatever you said, it's a white lady.
yeah.
That's what I know.
Krista Freeland. That's the ex Minister of Labor.
Yeah.
Minister of Labor. Yeah, that's right. Labor Minister.
Labor Minister. I thought finance. He said finance.
Did they say finance?
You did, yes, you did say finance.
Did they say finance? Okay, wait. Maybe she is finance. I'm
Three
confused
guys
now.
don't know how to Google.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did they say finance?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
because she
you
is
did.
Minister of Finance.
Okay.
Okay, I am
Be
right.
confident.
Confirm.
Yeah, confirm. Minister of Finance.
Confirm.
Because she's the one supposed to be like giving the finance report, the end of the year finance report, but she was asked to stand up out of her seat. What the heck?
Yeah. But maybe
Whatever,
because
yeah.
it's too embarrassing to report.
Yeah.
But yeah, if times are hard for you guys, let us know down there. If times are good, let us know how.
Yeah. Good for you.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Maybe give us
Some
the
tips.
game plan.
Or donate. donate
or
for our
donate.
cause.
Share. Be a real Canadian.
Let us know. We'll start a GoFundMe.
Give us a like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit that bell icon.
That's
That's the best.
That's the cheapest
the
way.
free way
can help
to
us
support
out.
us.
But yeah,
Hit that
again,
bell button.
You got OCP working the ones and twos. You got
Ooh.
Edmund here.
You got me 2X,
And this is Twice the
D.
Struggle.
Imagination runs free.